Hey everyone, the stock market is plummeting right now. Plummeting. But before we get started, I just hit myself in the face. Before we get started, please, please, please make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Hold on, I need you to see this beautiful. Yeah, I paid for that, so you got to see the whole thing when I'm talking. Um, Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. I'll wait. I'll wait before we get into it. You know, I'm giving you the source, I'm giving you the game. I'll wait. Go ahead, leave that like, subscribe. I got 77% of people watching my channel every month and they don't subscribe. I'm going to start saying that at the beginning of every video because that is insane. 77%. Okay then. Okay then. I see y'all. I see y'all not subscribing. I see y'all. Okay. So I'm finally getting some analytics from YouTube. That's good. It took a long time to get there. So I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in because I'm finally getting some analytics. I'll be able to buff up the channel to give you the content that you want. The stock market is down, 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 down. I love it. You know why? You know why I love it? Because now the little man can get ahead. Now the person who wasn't investing, the person who wasn't in the game, the person who wasn't taking advantage of the opportunities, they now have a chance to get ahead. Yeah, I'm not the average person. If you want to be rich, do not do what the average person does. I keep telling you this. I keep telling you this. Yes, this is the time. This is the time. You don't wait for stocks to go up before you start investing. That makes no sense. If it was up 20% and you invest and it goes up another 10%, you only got 10% of gains. You should have invested when it was down so that you could get out 30% of the gains. Yes. Yes. When Facebook was down, I invested. And then when it went down more, I invested even more. I invested like a madman. Honestly, some people would have thought I was insane. But because of my experience, because I understand the stock market, because I understand that business of Facebook in particular, I'm up 97% on Facebook. 97%. Sometimes I just wake up like, why didn't I put all my money in it? Like, literally double my money in a few months. I could have done that. Same thing with Tesla. Why didn't I put all my money? I could have doubled my money. Same thing with Apple. Why didn't I put all my money? I could have doubled my money. Instead, I invested in like 30 different companies. I have 30 different holdings right now. So yes, I got the big names like Tesla, Apple, and Facebook that have lifted up my portfolio. I'm talking about that's how I average my 20+% returns every single year. It's a lot to do with those three companies. So if there's any company that you would invest in, I'm not telling you what to do because I'm just an average guy on YouTube. But those companies, whew, I would have tripled my money if I had just put everything in that instead. But this is a great time to buy. Everyone is talking about Delta stock and how it already went up to the moon. Should you buy now or should you wait? It makes no sense to buy now. Why would you buy now? Like I said, you should have bought when the gains was zero so that you could have got 30%. Don't buy now and just get 10% of the gains. That makes no sense. Unless you truly believe in the company, unless you truly believe in it going up more, it makes no sense. Go and buy a company that's down that you actually believe in. Buy a company that's discounted. That's right. It's a discounted rate out there. Discount stocks. I love a good deal. I love a good deal. And I'm not finding it in real estate right now. So it's time to look at the stock market. Yep, that is exactly right. My first love. The first love that I ever had. Stock market. 18 years old. This is the time. This is the time. Have you all liked? Have you all commented? Have you all subscribed? What stocks are you buying? What is your best holding? What is performing the best for you? Are you investing in the market? Have you been able to budget? Have you been able to save? Have you been able to um, set aside a little bit of funds for a rainy day and set aside some funds to start investing in the stock market? Or are you still making excuses? Are you still making excuses and waiting for me to motivate you? I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you right now. Go ahead. Listen, that next paycheck, yeah, pay off everything that you was holding off on. Make sure that you pay off everything that you wasn't thinking about paying off. You're not going out. You're not doing none of that. You are focused. You are heavily focused on getting to a bag. You see these discounts in the stock market. You see everything in the red. I'm not telling you to invest in some low-end company that you don't even know about. I'm telling you to invest in stuff like Amazon, big companies with big money, with big profits that you know is going to be profitable and even more profitable 5 years from now. I'm telling you to invest in those. I'm telling you to invest in Teslas. I'm telling you to invest in Facebook. But again, I'm just an average guy on YouTube. Don't take my word for this. I'm telling you to invest in companies with trillions of dollars already in the bank. They don't need your money. Those are the companies that you should invest in when they're in the red, because they never needed your money to begin with. You know they're going to continue to be profitable. Yes, they might be $2,000. Yes, they might be $1,000. But guess what? When you put your money in there, your money's going to go up too. And that's all you really need. That's all you really need. That's all you really need. Don't buy a company just to get one share. No, get that 25% of one share. I don't care. That's the problem with a lot of people. I'm about to give y'all so much game. I could have broke this down in like 3 videos, but I don't even want to do that because it's a waste of your time. That's exactly why you should like this video right now, because I'm not interested in wasting your time by breaking it all into like 3-4 different videos. I try to give you all the information you need right now. Right now, I'm about to give you a whole bunch of game. This is what I see all the time from so many people. You ready? Oh, I invested it in this company because it has the highest dividend. AT&T, for example. Very poor decision to make. Why? AT&T has a high dividend. Why wouldn't I invest in AT&T? Well, what is their growth? Negative growth for 1 year. Okay, 1 year is fine. What about 5 years? Negative growth. They haven't grown at all in 5 years. Okay, what about 10 years? You gotta Google AT&T 10 years ago, and you'll see they're at the same stock price. Oh, so what do they offer? This is what people don't think about. They don't actually think, what does the stock actually offer? What does the business actually provide? Why is this business going to continue to be profitable? Well, for example, AT&T won't be profitable for you. You know why? Because even if they pay you more in dividends, they don't grow at all, and maybe they'll even go down. So you're going to lose money every time it goes down, but you'll be paid a higher dividends. It makes no sense. You want to get a company with a good dividend that's growing too, like VOO or SPY or SCHD. It might grow 7, 10, 11, 20, 30%, but the dividend is only 2%. You don't got to care about the dividend all on its own. You also got to look at, is it growing and how high is it growing? Am I going to make more money off the growth, or am I going to make more money off the dividend? If you want my honest opinion, yes, I'm a dividend investor, but you need it to grow as high as it possibly can. Let the dividends go up over time. If I can get $100 stock to go up to $300 and the dividend is 2%, I now paid $100 for a $300 stock that's giving me 2% of 300. I just made 3x my money, and I'm getting a 2% dividend off of a 300. People don't think like that. That might have went over your head. That's a whole lesson in itself. Why would you get a company stock that's $10, stays at $10 forever, and you got a 9% dividend? You're not making no money. And then you invest in the same stock again. I would have said you're smarter if you had took that money and invested in good companies with the dividend. For example, if you buy AT&T and you know it's going to go to the ground, it's going to run itself into the ground, you put $1,000 into AT&T. and then all the dividends you get from that $1,000, which is about $90 a year, if it was at 9%, I'm just putting 9%. I haven't even looked at it. But if it's $90 a year and you always put the $90 into Amazon, Tesla, and Facebook or whatever, right? That $90, and then every money after that you keep putting into Amazon, Tesla, and Netflix or whatever, Disney, whatever. I just sold my Disney stock, by the way. But if you keep putting your money into that, eventually those things are going to keep growing more and more and more, right? So now that I can see as, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. But now you got a whole lot of money to put a little money somewhere else. Does that make sense? You should have started with the big money to fund the little money, because the AT&T, that's not doing nothing for you. Trust and believe me. You don't want to be putting $90 when you could be putting $1,000 into something bigger and better. So again, take advantage of the discounts, but understand that stocks are a business. If you wouldn't buy the business, if you wouldn't invest in the business, if you wouldn't wear the business, for example, Nike, Tesla, whatever, Nike, Jordans, whatever, Adidas, if you wouldn't actually wear the business, don't invest in it. I don't drink coffee. I don't invest in Starbucks. It's not what I would invest in because it's not appealing to me. Yes, I saw the hype around it. Yes, I saw that a lot of people want it. I invest in Amazon, or I actually don't invest in Amazon, and I should, because they're very profitable. But I buy Amazon stuff all the time. Why wouldn't I invest in Amazon? I want a Tesla eventually. Why wouldn't I invest in Tesla? I have a lot of stock in Tesla. I'm not even sure if Tesla is my biggest holding at this point. It might still very well be. I use Facebook. Why wouldn't I invest in Facebook? I don't even drink soda. I shouldn't be invested in Coca-Cola. But I know so many people who love soda. I know so many people who they don't even drink water. All they drink is Coca-Cola. I never saw them drinking Pepsi. I never saw everybody just going to Mountain Dew. No, it's Coca-Cola every single time, especially in Ohio. So you know what? Instead of buying Pepsi, and I did buy some Pepsi, by the way, because I just assumed, and this is a bad thing to do. You should not assume in the stock market. But I just assumed if there's so many people who love Coca-Cola, but Pepsi is still a dominant brand, there has to be people who also drink Pepsi just as much as those who drink Coca-Cola. And so, it was just by design that I stopped drinking soda because I was an athlete and it just was not something that I really needed. And so I kind of took that out of my life. I cut it out of my life. But damn, if I wasn't an athlete, I would have loved to indulge in the sweet goodness that was soda. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying to you is invest in companies that you actually buy. Invest in companies that you actually like. If you decided one day, I don't like Apple that much no more, I'm switching to Samsung, that's a red flag. That might mean that Apple isn't as dominant as I once thought it was. I might need to start to sell, right? If I start to see Apple lost 10% of their market share, I'm going to be raising the alarm bells in my head like, whoa, where can I put my money? Where can I repark this? But right now, Apple has been so consistent for the last 6-7 years, I'm not worried about that. And so this is what I mean about passive income. You don't really have to work too much. All you got to do is study your own life and the lives of your friends and family members, and you can start to understand that, okay, these stocks, these businesses, they're going to continue to be profitable. Everybody's talking about Tesla and their refresh, their new designs, their new this, their new that. Amazon is making another billion and another billion and another billion and a trillion. Listen, those are the companies you should be invested in. Yes, they're more pricey, but they're going to be the most stable and they're going to make you the most money over time. It's a discount season, baby. Go out there and get to the bread. Go out there and get to the money. I appreciate you all tuning in. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.